I see you, Shepard.
Social norms, they're there whether we like them or not. Everyone's expected to behave in certain ways during particular events. For instance, I should probably stop trying to beat Mass Effect 2 on insanity while doing a review. And I will, as soon as... Dang. Dead again. My distraction is considered rude, inappropriate, unprofessional, and insulting to the audience. Well, except with achievement whores. They get where I'm coming from. Standard social behavior, as your mother probably lectured, is not about what you want to do, it's about the events surrounding you. We're trained to react to scenarios in patterned ways, and those performing in uncouth manners challenge the codes of established society. Yet, this isn't always a bad thing. Humans are drawn to the exceptions, both good and bad. We love hearing about a woman running into a fire to save her neighbor's kids, or a man running through a bank without pants on. Neither adhere to the usual actions, but both are noteworthy for very different reasons. Exceptions are the spice of social life. Sensational events, people, and objects create stories for others to share, and that gives us not just popular culture, but history books as well. People that stand out embed themselves in the cultural memory because they're the exceptions that indicate a change in mentality. Outliers in particular are interesting because their status quo is quite different than every other social norm out there. They create their own set of rules. With that in mind, let's talk about American Beauty. An award-winning film written by Alan Ball, the same man that brought the world an emotionally challenging, thought-provoking television series. No, the other one. There you go. American Beauty follows one family's disenfranchisement with the American ideal, instigated by the father's midlife crisis. It challenges the norms of every social circle attached to that family as they adapt to the new lifestyle they're all suddenly stepping into. Ow! As a warning, there's an unconventional attraction in this movie, the father's growing interest in his high school daughter's friend. Not trying to spoil things early, but I could need the assistance of Pedal Bear at some point. Let's see if I do. Creep. Meet the family. Father, mother, and daughter. Father's a pushover stuck in the backseat of his own life, literally, and with each passing day he becomes less and less engaged with trying to improve his sorry lot. It's really a sad thing to see. I mean, imagine if the father were a little kid instead. He wants the world to be this.
Hi, I'm a small child, and this is what I'd rather be doing. Yay! 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 Yay!
And instead, it's this.
Hi, I'm a small child. He's trapped in the corner. Whee!
Yeah, tragic, isn't it? If only he'd pull himself out of the corner. The wife is a chipper real estate agent, putting all of her efforts into creating the look of a Stepford wife. And she succeeds to a scary degree. The daughter, well, she is a self-made social outcast who rejects happy thoughts and instead focuses on the painful and depressing ones that feel kind of like enlightenment. So in other words, one goth nihilist with a sprinkle of intelligence coming right up. Oh, we get this order all the time. Every member of the family conforms to some stock stereotype. Defeated husband, extremely driven wife, apathetic child of the night. And then the two anomalies arrive. One is the creeper new neighbor kid. No, really, he's a spook. And the other is just one of Jane's cheerleader friends, perfectly stock in every way except for one. Hey, you're early. Go away. So after this realization, the father does his best to be discreet about this attraction. And by discreet, I mean as obvious as a train derailing into an oil rig.
Do you need a ride? We can give you a ride. I have a car. You want to come with us?
Thanks, but I have a car.
Well, you have a car. Oh, well, that's great. That's great. Because Janie's thinking about getting a car, too, soon, aren't you?
Your mouth is open. Sound is coming from it. This is never good.
He's not playing by the rules anymore that hide these shameful facts about you because you should be embarrassed. He's transcended that. He's... Oh, good. Break time. Go, DM.
Add the 5 there, with the 18 over here. No, it's not gonna work out. I know, I'll try min-maxing.
Hey, DM, making a new character?
What? No! I'm doing my taxes!
Well, I have just the thing to distract you.
Let me guess. We're doing American Beauty.
How do you know?
Dude, you've literally let your hair down and you started out this review mid-Mass Effect. You either do an American Beauty or Office Space, and I don't see a stapler anywhere.
I guess that is kind of obvious. So, what do you have to say about American Beauty?
What part of it?
Any part. I'm not the boss of you.
Okay. Well, you know how everybody in the movie plays the opposite of themselves?
Not really, but I am interested.
Kevin Spacey serves as a catalyst for change with his midlife crisis crush. Everyone in his life is so busy adhering to what society tells them to be, they each just bury their own personality traits. The mother's hollow smile from a real estate career, the daughter's hot friend that she hangs around with to remind her how plain she is, and pretty much the entire existence of the ex-Marine father. All these show how their facets have been permanently altered, you know, for the sake of blending in with the group.
Group mentality overriding individual psychology. Nice. Very astute, even. You get a cookie.
Thanks. You feeling okay?
Oh, you don't like your cookie?
Yeah, it looks great, but that's my gimmick.
Is it? Or was it something I wrote for you to do that you adopted as part of your character, so now you define yourself by the public image presented of yourself?
Touché, sir, touché. Guess we all have our parts to play, don't we? The true self, when incongruent with society's expectations, creates an anomaly. Just like the husband snafu at the dinner party that his wife dragged him to.
Honey, don't be weird.
All right, honey, I won't be weird.
Okay.
I'll be whatever you want me to be.
Well, okay.
Like I said before, we all play the parts we're expected, because when we're honest with the audience, the illusion of social structure starts to break down. That leaves someone high and dry away from the group.
Essentially, we become who people think we are if we go ahead and go down that road of just bowing to other people's whims. Speaking of, what do you think about adding cat ears to the DM?
Going back to my taxes now.
Sounds fantastic. Oh, don't forget to claim your cloak as a business expense this time.
Okay, meta humor over now.
Is it? Or did you just say that because it was scripted?
Yes, go away.
The father embraces his new role and finds that certain strange new powers come along with it. Faster to streak than a nudist at the beach. More powerful than the expensive weed he smokes. Capable of ignoring etiquette in a single bound. He has become... Man-Child Man! The real question is, will he fight for good or evil? Actually, he does do some good by trying to open up his family a little about how miserable they've all been, particularly his wife. What he doesn't know is that she's perfectly aware of this and taking a couple of different measures to try and solve her own distress. Now, while the father's changing ways are due entirely to a crush on a minor, which in itself should be kind of an alarm bell, I have to say, his wife's newfound passion scares the hell out of me. Mostly from her execution of it. If I saw that face at a shooting range, I would run before the bodies started to fall. Now their daughter, she's fallen for that creepy neighbor kid because he doesn't wear a social facade. He's honest with her at every turn, which is impossible for most people to do, especially when they're teenagers. His unveiled interest is appealing, despite the stalker medium he used to express it. He loves her because she's beauty-shelled, and he sees potential in her that she fails to see until someone else does. The socially bizarre gives the other outlier validation, and that in turn gives her confidence to be herself without filters. No joke here, it's just sweet. You know, once you get past the creepy candy coating. Speaking of creepy, the cheerleader has a sleepover at Jane's house, and then this happens.
Ooh, is that root beer?
Oh, closer, but still a no-go. I know, you're terribly disappointed. Get out of here. His fantasy, taboo as it is, shows that a huge driving force behind personal motivations is an appealing goal, socially acceptable or not. People have a strange respect for others that go for their desires by choice instead of clicking into the path predetermined. It's not always a deep respect, but it is at least worth a candid, at least he's doing what he loves. And everyone in this movie starts to find their own path. It's kind of beautiful. Some make it a long way down that path, while others die by the end of the film. It's worth checking out. American Beauty won a few awards when it came out because it revealed a cool truth. Socially awkward is the norm. All the norms people fight to adhere to for the purpose of blending in or making society run like a well-oiled machine could be damn miserable if that's not what they want to do. Those who are happy filing paperwork at a desk, getting their pension, and paying off never-ending credit card debt, good for you. For some, that's just not an appealing way to live, and this movie tackles that issue with deft confidence. The film's a real experience, even with the ever-lingering presence of Yeah, that. I'm the other Socio, and I have no sign-off. What I do have is a problem with Harbinger. Oh, come on! Frown in the corner. You say, I'm a small child and he's trapped in the corner. And then you jump up and down, alright?
Hey, I'm a small child. Look at him in the back. I can't do it.
Yeah, you can. Perfect.